what's up, party people? I hope everybody's having a great day. My name is Jay, and welcome to Breaking Rideshare, where I break down the rideshare industry and talk about things that help out both passengers and drivers as well. So for today's episode, I want to talk about something that is very common with the driving industry, and that is items getting left in a car during a ride. I want to talk about this because last night was Saturday, and of course, lo and behold, somebody left their iPhone in my car yesterday. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know how the procedure goes, but just to talk about it briefly, because there's a lot of different scenarios where things can work out or not work out, right? But when something like this happens, somebody leaves their phone in the car, obviously it's finders keepers. It's mine now, I don't care. I'm keeping the phone, and I'm probably gonna sell it or use it as my own. One of the two. I got a new phone. Nah, I'm just kidding. Look, so when this happens, basically the priority is to, of course, get the phone back to whoever owns the phone. So I didn't find this phone until last night, late last night, and it happened to be like kind of lodged in like the back seat. Thankfully, nobody actually took the phone or found it, because I picked up multiple passengers after the fact. And yes, of course, I do checks in between my rides, just not in between every ride where, you know, it's to the point where I can see every little thing that somebody left. I always remind my passengers to double check, but these people, which I found out later on who they were, they just happened to be pretty drunk. It was a couple, and they were just kind of, you know, doing their own thing, I guess you could say. So, long story short, they left their phone, and I didn't really know who they were. I didn't know who it was until they actually ended up calling the phone, and then I got the number, called them off my phone. But these kind of situations happen all the time, unfortunately. But thankfully, I was able to get in contact, and I contacted Uber, of course. Didn't hear a response from them. I just kind of like took a shot in the dark to try to figure out who it was. But 9 times out of 10, you can usually point out who it was. You know, you find the phone. Anyway, so how do you get the phone back to the owner? Now, there's a couple ways you can do it, right? Either the owner can contact Uber, and you guys can go through it that way, which you'll receive a fee usually between, I believe it's anywhere between $10 to $15, right, which sucks. Or you can contact Uber if you know exactly who the passenger was and let them know if they left an item. I took a shot in the dark, and I just happened to hit up the right people, but we ended up going basically the other route, and we didn't go through the app at all. They called left the misplaced phone, and I got the number, called on my phone, and we were able to work out a deal. Now, here's the thing. This is probably the risky thing to do, but it could be the most profitable for you as a driver. Here's what I did, right? Basically, they called, and they were kind of desperate for the phone, because basically the girl, it was a couple, and the man thought that she lost the phone. She thought she lost the phone. They had no idea where it was. So of course they were relieved to find out that they left it in the Uber. And the guy basically just kind of struck up a deal for me, which kind of worked out in my favor. There was no negotiating or anything like that. But since he was so desperate to get the phone, and he's probably never lost a phone in an Uber before, he offered me cash. He was like, hey, well, you know, I'm sorry we left the phone. If you can find some way to bring it back to me, I'll give you 50 bucks. Now, me, tell y'all right now, there ain't no way in the world I'm turning down 50 bucks, because it's $15 or 10. And this guy lives about 30 minutes plus away. So for him to offer me 50 bucks, I'm not gonna say, you know, go through the app and figure it out so we can get it all sorted out so it's in the Uber documents. Guys, I'm gonna give you a word of advice when it comes to Uber, right? Uber is a cool platform to use to make more money, right? To stack it up, but you don't go through Uber for every little thing, because Uber is a big company, and to be honest with you, they don't really care. Same with Lyft. They don't care about you. They don't care about making sure you get enough money for gas or whatever it is for your inconvenience, because this is inconveniencing my day. I want to go to Dunkin' Donuts and get a coffee and some donuts, but I can't do that because I got to drive all the way to what's called Town and Country, which is a horrible name, by the way. Take the phone all the way there, drop it off, and then drive back. So I think 50 bucks is appropriate for the fact that these guys just weren't careful enough to not lose their phone, not misplace their phone. But anyway, guys, I want to touch base on that. So of course you can go again through the app, or you can kind of go through a private situation, talk a deal. It's risky because, you know, obviously there's no guarantee with that person. They might offer you $100 or $1,000 for you to drop off an item, and then when you get there they give you 10. I don't think that'll happen, but still, I think this guy will honestly pay up, and I'm not really worried about it. But yeah, I just want to touch base, guys, on making an episode about something. I might do another one later on today, but we'll see how I'm feeling, or tomorrow. Anyway, guys, smash the heck out of that like button. I hope you guys found this informative or enjoyable, whatever you got out of it. I hope you got some value. I'll see you guys when I post my next video. Take it easy.